What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Currency Counts, where I cover all things money. So this is a follow-up video to one of my most viewed videos on credit repair. And in that video, I had a lot of questions in the comments section, but unfortunately, I had to disable comments because somebody out there was playing on my channel. Somebody was going on that video. Anybody that was asking questions, they leave a comment saying, hey, I'm Currency Counts. Contact me outside of YouTube, I can help you. What these people were trying to do is gather your information or get you to buy something claiming to be me, Currency Counts. I'm not sure if it's somebody trying to hurt my channel or somebody just trying to scam. And in that same process, I got my channel demonetized because these channels were being made outside the country, and YouTube saw that and thought that I was doing it, and it just turned into a big mess. I would never ask you to contact me outside of YouTube to fix your credit. The only time I would ask you to contact me outside of YouTube is through tomorrowhometoday.com. As a licensed real estate agent, I can help you with buying or selling your next home. Even if you have general questions, right? You just go to the website, fill out some basic info, and you're on your way for a no obligation consultation. Let's get back on track here and start with the questions. So the first question I get on the credit repair hack video is, will this work with charge-offs? So short answer, yes and no. It depends on your creditor. I've had great results using this method, right? Second question, will this work with medical collections? Again, going back to the first question, yes and no. It just really depends on your collection agency. I myself have had one medical collection removed using this hack. So yes, it will work. Will this work with late payments? No, it won't work with late payments, because if you have a late payment, that's assuming that that account is with its original creditor. And if it's with its original creditor, it's not gonna work. Will this work for unpaid rent or evictions? So if the unpaid rent or the eviction is still with its original creditor, if it's with your landlord or if it's with a leasing company, it's not gonna work because they have all your contracts. They have your signatures, they have your photo ID copy, they have all the original information. So no, it won't work. It will only work if the eviction or the unpaid rent has gone off to collections. Can you do this hack with multiple accounts on the same day? Yes, you can. The only thing I like to point out there is after you submit 2, 3, 4 accounts, the BBB website starts to glitch out and it's gonna start kicking you out. So you may only be able to submit 2 accounts, maybe 3. It's gonna start glitching and kicking you out. You may have to wait till the next day or maybe even a week to submit the rest of your accounts. This next round of questions all falls into the same category. So the first question here is, before I dispute the collection, should I pay it? Absolutely not, no. Because if you're paying it, well, you're just admitting guilt, right? Why are you paying something that doesn't belong to you, right? So if you pay it, you can't dispute it. Another point to that is, why spend your money on paying the account if you just plan to dispute it anyway? So no, do not pay that account before disputing. If you just want to take the L, make it easy on yourself and pay the account, you can do that. And then you submit different paperwork, different letters to have that account removed from your credit report. But if you do decide to settle or just pay the account outright, make sure you get in writing that they're going to remove that collection off your credit report. Second question here, does this work with collections that have already been paid? No, it won't, because you paid it. You've already admitted that you owed the account, that it was your account, in fact, right? So you paid it. There's really nothing you can do to dispute it with this hack. Now, there are different letters that you can send to have this item removed off your credit report, almost guaranteed, right? They are in my credit repair course. Check that out. I have a link here. Third question in the same category, can this work for settled accounts as well? No, it can't. Same thing. If you settled the account, meaning you paid the account, meaning you admitted guilt, meaning it's your account, right? So you can't use this hack for that, because what you're disputing here is that it's not your account. You go in and say, hey, I settled this account, but now I'm saying it's not mine. So why did you pay it, right? So no, this will not work for settled accounts. But if you did settle, that means you no longer owe this account. And I do have those letters in my credit repair course, like I said, to get this item removed, almost guaranteed, off your credit report. So why am I saying almost guaranteed and not guaranteed? Because there are collection agencies out there that don't want to go by the book, that you send your letters, you send these legal documents, and they either ignore them or just drag their feet on them. But if you're putting the correct language in these letters and sending them out the right way, legally, they can't ignore them. Next question, what if I already sent out my credit dispute letter. So if you're already sending out your credit dispute letters, you're gonna wanna wait. There's no reason to mess yourself up in this whole process trying this hack. Wait for them to respond. Now, if they don't move, if the credit agency doesn't budge, then you can try this hack. Next question, what if the collection agency is not in the BBB? So if the collection agency is not in the BBB database, you're gonna have an easier time getting this account removed from your credit report. It may take longer, but you're gonna have an easier chance, less pushback of having this item removed off your credit report. So all you have to do, go to the BBB, go to file a complaint, type in ABC Collections, whatever collection agency you're looking for. It's not there, right? Right here at the bottom, it's gonna tell you. Don't see the company you're looking for, type it in here. You're gonna fill out all the information here. Make sure you include their phone number, make sure you include their email address, make sure you include their website. Now, the reason I say it's gonna be easier getting this collection removed off your credit report if they're not in the BBB database is because most legit companies that are registered with the state, that are registered with the county are in the BBB. It's not like I'm forming a company and I have to go to the BBB and register myself. No, once you register with the county, once you register with the state, once you register an LLC, you're gonna be in the BBB database, right? So if they're not there, that means that most likely, maybe it's just a glitch, right? But most likely they're not registered with the county. Maybe they're not a legit business. Maybe they're fly by night. In some states, you're allowed to buy debt without a license. And if they're not registered, when the BBB sends them a notice, they most likely won't respond. So if they don't respond, what does that mean? That collection can now be removed off your credit report. But what if that collection agency is not in the BBB, you submitted your claim with the BBB, and they didn't respond, but they still did not remove the collection off your credit report? Now we move on to sending letters, right? I'll get more into that further down the line here, but let's go to the next question. What if the original creditor name or information is not in my Credit Karma report? All right. You're looking in the wrong place. Credit Karma is not a credit bureau. It's a platform where you can see your information to TransUnion and Equifax. You need to look for your debt on Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax. The actual websites. Don't go on anywhere like Credit Sesame. Don't go on MyFICO. Go to Experian.com. Go to TransUnion.com. Go to Equifax.com. Now that collection most likely won't be on all three credit reports. Maybe 2 of 3, maybe even 1. Your Experian report is the one most creditors pull from. So look on Experian first. That's why in that video, that hack video, I tell you to look on Experian first, right? If it's not on Experian, look on TransUnion. If it's not there, go to Equifax. If it's only on Equifax, that's even better, because if you're not able to get that collection removed off your credit report, and it's only being reported to Equifax. Equifax is one of the least used credit reporting agencies that lenders pull from. Now, the ones that are gonna pull from Equifax are more than likely gonna be home lenders, if you're trying to buy a home, auto companies, and leasing companies. But if you're trying to take out a credit card and that collection is not with Experian or TransUnion, you're more than likely are gonna have a better time getting approved for those cards, or even getting approved for a loan, versus those collections being with Experian or TransUnion. So make sure you're on the right websites. Experian.com, TransUnion.com, Equifax.com. All right, next one. Does this work for delinquent accounts? No. And the question, I'm assuming that this account is still with its original creditor. So if it's with its original creditor, that means it's not in collections yet. You cannot use this hack with the original creditor. Can I do the same process with closed negative accounts to get them removed? If it's a closed negative account, but it's still with the original creditor, see the previous answer. It's the same thing. It's with the original creditor and you cannot use this hack. All right, next one. What if I can't find the report on Experian? Can't find the collection company in Experian, but I see it in Credit Karma. Credit Karma shows your TransUnion and your Equifax credit reports. They don't show Experian. All right. Do not go to Credit Karma to dispute your collection. Next question, how can I remove them if they aren't registered with the BBB? Please help. Okay, I already answered that question. What if I need the collection removed ASAP on all three? Would I have to go through all three credit bureaus and file the dispute? What are you asking me? Do you have 3 different collections, or do you have one collection on being reported on all 3 credit reports? So let's say it's one collection being reported on all 3 credit reports. File the dispute through the BBB, then go to each one of the credit bureaus and file a dispute. Now you're not gonna get all 3 disputes removed from your credit report. That's like hitting a grand slam, right? It's just not gonna happen. But what happens here is, let's say it got removed from one. You got that collection removed from TransUnion. Didn't get removed from Equifax or Experian. Now, further down the line, maybe a few weeks, may even be a month, maybe 2 months, but Experian and Equifax, they're gonna see, well, this account was removed from TransUnion, so now we're gonna remove it. So they just fall off, right? It gets removed from one, it's gonna get removed from the next, it's gonna get removed from the next. It just might take some time, but you're gonna see them removed off your credit report. Not gonna happen ASAP. Unfortunately, with this hack, with any type of credit repair, with any type of dispute, there really is no ASAP solution here. Next question, when I try to submit, I keep getting errors on the BBB. So that happens from time to time. It just depends on the time of day you're trying to submit your dispute. Sometimes the BBB website just glitches out. Come back the next day, try to resubmit. If not, try later on in the day, try a different time of day. There's a lot of people trying to get information at the same time, and for whatever reason, the server just can't handle it. All right, so let me make sure I still have battery here, dying out on me. This is one of the most asked questions on this credit repair hack. All right, so this person said, just did it last night, the credit repair hack, and now they're asking for clarification on the following issue and want me to provide documentation of the request I sent to the debt collector seeking the original contract or other verification of debt. What do I provide? So what they're saying here is that the BBB is asking for more information on how you actually ask for this debt validation. But it's not really the BBB asking for this information. It's the collection agency asking for this information. And all they're trying to do here is buy time. Remember, not everybody gets this notice. If you see this comment, this comment, this comment, this comment, I mean, it's worked for a ton of different people without having this notice. It all falls on the collection agency. So when they send you that, you have to remember that this is a hack and we're not doing things by the book here. The goal here with this hack is to get these negative items removed off your credit report as fast as possible. And if you're sending letters, you can wait as long as 3 months, 1 month to get a response, but it takes a lot longer for the wheels to go in motion, right? So we're trying to get this negative item removed off your credit report as soon as possible. So what we're telling the BBB, what we're reporting to the BBB is that we sent the collection agency a letter for debt validation, which is your legal right to receive. And you're telling them, hey, I didn't receive this letter from this collection agency. I want this negative item removed off my credit report. So if the collection agency actually had this information, right, the actual debt validation, they would send it to you. But they're not doing that. What they're doing is going through the BBB and trying to buy time. What they're banking on is that you don't respond. And what they're telling the BBB is, hey, BBB, tell this person to provide proof that they sent it. And you have to remember, you don't have proof because we're trying to get this item removed ASAP. Now, if you don't want to go through the step, you're going to send your first letter out, right? You're going to send your actual debt validation letters out. And I have all that laid out in the course explained. Check that out in the description. Or we're going to pull Hail Mary time and hope this works. And this is our last play with this hack. So this is what you're going to type in here. The burden of proof falls on the collection agency, not the consumer, me. I find it concerning that ABC Collections is not complying with legal requests. Now, you're not going to put ABC Collections, obviously, right? You're going to put your collection agency name here. I request ABC Collection Agency provide proof that they sent debt validation, as is my legal right. If ABC Collections cannot provide proof, I demand this account be removed from my credit report, as is my right per FCRA Section 623. This is my last request before I file a formal complaint with the CFPB and the FTC. And that's it, now we wait. And if it comes back that it didn't work, they want more information, or they just won't budge and remove this collection off your credit report, check out my credit repair course, because now we're gonna have to actually send out these dispute letters. So it's not only one dispute letter. Most of the time with these stubborn collection agencies, you're gonna have to send multiple rounds of letters. And in this credit repair course, all the letters are there, everything you're gonna need when repairing your credit, when disputing your accounts. So I hope this video was helpful. I wanna thank you for watching. Links in the description. Check you on the next one.